Hello, everybody. This is Sister Mary with Homesteading Haven, and I'm bringing you along to make some potato and broccoli and cheese soup. Now, I'm going to be adding the cheese actually on top of the bowl. Right now, what I've got going on is our skillet is heating up right here. It's going to be our skillet for our cornbread, and I've already had our potatoes boiling for probably about 30-40 minutes. If you are brand new to the channel, I am cooking on a Great Majestic 1909 Great Majestic cook stove. So there's actually wood right here in the box, in the fire box. All right, we're going to get started. I have peeled and cubed probably 10 potatoes. Now, you don't have to use that many. I just wanted a big batch. It's been really cold here in Tennessee. This is the winter of 2024. We are in the month of January, and I just want to use up potatoes that I had. I got to get you situated. There we go. All right, and we're going to get started. We're also going to make a pan of cornbread if I didn't say that. So I'm going to be using my skillet to put the hoe cakes, cornbread patties, whatever you want to call it in. So this is actually going to be a few minutes. All right, our potatoes, like I said, have already been cubed, cut up. They've already been boiling for a good 30-45 minutes. And what I'm going to do is take and drain off the juice. Let's see how we can do this. I got to get a bigger bowl. We're saving our potato juice in case we need any more after. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. All right, I'm going to leave some of it in there. I want to go ahead and start melting. I'm going to melt a whole stick of butter. Go ahead and get that down in there. We'll get that stirred around just a minute. It'll start melting that butter. Let me go ahead and break up that stick. All right, now what I am going to do is put at least a cup or so of milk. And you don't have to do this next part, but this is just something I want to do. I'm going to be adding sour cream. But what I want to do before I do that is go ahead. I didn't do onions before, but you could have sauteed some onions. That would have been good. Cook up some bacon and kind of break it up. Now, you will see me do something in just a minute. I've got an alternative to that bacon flavor in our soup, and I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. But right now, I'm just going to be putting some onion, minced onion. If I had had a whole onion, I would have already cooked that up, but I didn't, so I'm just using what I got. I'm also going to be putting some pepper. I've already added salt when I was boiling the potatoes, but you add as much salt and pepper as you desire. All right, now, this is I'm going to put just a pinch of garlic powder. You don't have to, but I just like this. All right. I keep any of my bacon grease. And what I'm going to do is just put just a little bit, just a dab, right there in that. And that's going to give that a good bacon flavor. All right, this next step that I'm going to do is use some leftover sour cream that's been in my refrigerator, and I just want to get rid of it. I'm just blending it really good. I'm also going to take out some that I've had in just a tube. I'm trying to squeeze it all out. Just going to give it a nice flavor, guys. I'm probably putting a half a cup in here. When you've been cooking as long as I have, I've been married 37 years. You just kind of know things, know little recipes. Now, we saved our potato broth, but look how creamy, and it's got plenty of liquid in it. So I'm going to move this one back some. We're not going to use that. And the last and final step that I'm going to do is adding broccoli. Now, we like broccoli, so I've got 2 pounds here. I don't know if I'm just going to use a pound or if I'm going to end up putting the whole 2. We're going to do like half the bag right there. Stir it in, see how that looks. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more. That is quite a bit right there, but I don't have that much more left in my bag. And because we're going to be adding cheese, that's fine with me. you're not going to hurt the potatoes by mashing them around a little bit. Some people actually take a potato masher and make them a little bit more creamy. But this is I'm kind of leaving the majority as a chunk. They're already cut small anyway, like a small bite size. It smells so good. I wish you could smell. Oh, that is good. That is good. All right, guys, we're going to start making our cornbread. I am going to put the lid back on this potato and broccoli. And let's start putting our cornbread together. And I'm going to move you over to where I'm working so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to move the broccoli and potato soup over. I'm going to move my skillet back here. That's where the fire is right now in the firebox. It's right there. It's still hot right here, but we're going to be mixing pretty fast. So for cornbread, I'm going to be using Martha White buttermilk cornbread mix, or cornmeal mix, sorry. I just used what was left in my bag, but we're going to say 2 cups. 2 cups of cornmeal, 1 cup, and you don't have to add self-rising flour, but I'm going to add self-rising flour. This is something my mom would do. So 2 cups of cornmeal, and we're going to put 1 cup of self-rising flour in here with it. We're going to put 1 egg. We're going to put some milk. And you would need some kind of oil, but I don't see any vegetable oil in here, so let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and melt a little bit more of this bacon reserve right there. And I'll get a little bit out and put in with my mix. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll just go ahead and start mixing this up. Y'all see why I have flour on my stove sometime? All right. We are definitely going to need some oil. That's one of those, don't mind if I do. And I'm going to put me another spoonful in my skillet. Let that be melting down. All right, my mom used to add a little water to her mix, but we're going to add a little bit more milk. I think she just had 5 girls, and she was trying to hold on to that milk sometime because of cereal and different cooking in the house. We're going to get it done in just a minute. Look at there. You know, when I was growing up, my mom, there was a bread every single day. Whether it was a biscuit, a piece of cornbread, or even just bread. Bread was part of our eating every single day. It is just about mixed up well enough. All right, guys, our soup is still going to be cooking. We're going to start putting our little cornbread patties, hoe cakes, whatever you want to call them, in this nice bacon grease. And you know, man, if you do it the right way, you could just eat this like a piece of cake. Or that's the way I do it. I could just put some butter on it and just eat it. That's how good cornbread was in my house growing up. Cornbread. And potato and broccoli soup. We like Mexican style blend cheese around here. So I'll be putting this on top of our soup. I'm not going to put it in it. I'm just going to put it on top. While that's cooking, I'm going to pull this potato broccoli back over here on the front. Gently take that off. Look at there. Can you smell it? I wish you could. This will last for a few days. Now, if you've got a large family, this pot right here will probably feed them in one setting. So I had a half a bag, so 5 pounds of potatoes. I peeled them, or peeled the peeling off, cubed them, cut them up in bite-sized pieces. And I had 2 pounds of broccoli in the freezer, took them out. And so in my potatoes, I had enough water over them to cover the top. Put the lid on. After you put salt in, put the lid on and bring it to a boil. Let it boil for about 20-30 minutes until it is tender, meaning that you are able to, just cut into it. And we drained off the excess potato juice. I left very little in the bottom. I took 1 stick of butter, melted that in. I took a half a cup of sour cream, put that in. And we also put a little garlic powder, and we put some pepper in, and we put some minced onion. And remember, I did not have the bacon to fry up or to put in there like I would. So I took some of the bacon grease and I put some of that in there. So it's going to be yummy. And we're going to put just shredded cheese on top. And I'll get us a bowl in just a minute so you can see it better. But right now, our cornbread, it is ready to flip. So we are going to put our lid back over this because we want it to keep getting hot, piping hot. That's the way we like it. Look at there. Golden brown. Now y'all know why I say that you can eat it like a piece of cake. Just put some butter on it and eat it. Man. Cooked in bacon grease. Nothing better. I don't want to take them up too quick. I want them to be all the way cooked through. We're going to put a few more in there. This next batch, I'll do probably 6. I think we can do that. I'm going to check my firebox. Put another piece of wood in. As my mama would say, keep this show on the road. We're going to put another one. That one wasn't quite long enough. There we go. There's the first 4. going to put it over there. We are probably going to put a little bit more. Let's see if we need some more grease. No, we're still good. Look at that. All right, let's get our broccoli soup in a bowl so you can have a taste. Here's our bowl. We're going to put just a pinch of cheese on the top. Let's get us a little piece of cornbread over to the side. And now, the taste. Delicious. Man, spoon licking good. There's your potato and broccoli with a little bit of cheese on top and your cornbread patty to the side. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This has been Sister Mary. We are cooking in the kitchen all the time. Won't you stop by again? Pull up a chair. Sit down. Stay a while. Everybody be blessed. Have a great day. We love you. And we'll see you again. Or see you next time on Homesteading Haven. Y'all come back now. You hear?